in US, there are essentially major 3 tiers also. One is called research universities, and second one is called comprehensive universities, and third is called 4-year colleges. Now in US, there are also another group called 2-year colleges. I'll come to that in a second. So research universities are like all these, starting from Harvard all the way, several hundred of them, and down to maybe around, my own campus, which is a University of Maryland in Baltimore campus, is a smaller campus, or maybe our main campus, University of Maryland, around number 50, and UMBC around 150, 160, like that. It is a large group of people, research universities. The idea is that they should have at least 24 or 25 different disciplines in which they award PhDs. So they have some criteria like that, and they have to have at least $50 million worth of sponsored research, and so on. There are some criteria. And then our comprehensive university. These universities primarily give out master's degrees, bachelor's and master's degrees. Right? And then our 4-year colleges, which give out only bachelor's degrees. So the interesting thing there is, even the research universities will have to have an undergraduate program. So even us, normally research universities will have a bachelor's as well as a master's and a PhD. So most importantly, they will be getting PhD. Whereas comprehensive universities are typically stop at masters. They may have 1 or 2 specialized PhD. Whereas 4-year colleges are just that. 4-year college, they don't really give anything more than that. And occasionally they may have a master's program. That is how they are set up. And Wheaton College, for example, Wheaton College, a very, very well-known university, Williams College, number 1 in any list, 4-year college. If you have a child in the US, and if you are wealthy enough, you've got money to go there, and if your kid is smart enough, then you can go to Williams College. It's number 1 without any doubt. They're one of the best economics department in the entire world. Okay, everybody in the PhD in that is amazing program, but 4-year college. Right? Harvard is, of course, number 1 in the world. It's a research university, but you can get undergraduate there. So it is a very interesting mix. So I don't know where this is leading up here, so I'm very curious to learn. That's one thing I want to tell you. So in addition, so the other thing I wanted to mention to you that might be of interest to you is, in the US there are state universities and private universities. State universities get a set of funding from government. So usually state government, not federal, not central government, state government. Whereas private universities are funded primarily by tuition. Primarily by tuition. I'm saying primarily because they still get some state funding. It's not zero. What has happened in the last several years is that, especially if you look back for 30 or 40 years ago compared to now, that the state funding for the state universities have been going down. And the tuition in the state universities have been going up. Tuition means fees. Tuition and fees. Right? That's been going up. So bad that in our state, my state of Maryland now, the average state funding for state universities is about 23%. 23%, right? There is state funding available and it was sent to private colleges also in various different ways, like they might sponsor a building or some various ways, or scholarship will be shipped there. And if you look at that, you will see that state funding for private colleges are also stabilizing around 20%. Has been going up. So it's a very curious thing I wanted to tell you. And because of this, education in US has become very, very, very expensive. It is not, even a state university, the tuition can be roughly $20,000 to $25,000 a year. It's not very big amount of money, even people who are making reasonable amount of money. It's a entry-level computer scientist, like an IT job in US, you can make about $120,000, let us say, entry-level, beginning. $120,000 that is with a master's or something like that, or a very strong bachelor's. So you'll have 1/6 of your income will be needed to send one of your kids to school. So that is not one for 1 year. It's a not so small an amount. Okay. So this has actually led to some pressure. So there has been this county level, let me say more like a village level, 2-year colleges. They are called community colleges. They are significantly less expensive. And they train students in the first 2 years of college. That means it's like +2 system. right? 10th grade and then they go to plus 2. And this has become very, very popular. And you might have heard, if you're reading US news, I'm sure some of the more widely read people will know, Obama, the previous president, mentioned that he will make these community colleges free. Just like up to high school, US education is free, completely free. The state schools are free. And he will, so this was something, an idea that is being floated around. So I thought I'll just mention those things, and I think my 10 minutes are probably up right now. So I'm going to just stay and curious to learn. Any questions you have, please ask me. And appreciate the opportunity to.
Yes, sir. We would have allowed to continue, but